Hey there, EverlongMystic here. What's my name? We are doing a message today, or getting a message today for those of you with the Egyptian zodiac sign of Bastet. And if you're not sure what your Egyptian zodiac sign is, I do have the birth dates listed in the description box. Alright, we're starting out with card 34, Observation. Seems that this observation is stemming from some kind of curiosity. Curiosity of what? It's like you're watching someone else being successful at figuring something out. How do they do it? You're watching to see how they do it. How do they do it? Yeah, successfully. I mean, they successfully figure it out. We have the Six of Wands here. It seems like they do it with ease as well. But you're just watching. So here we have resistance showing up. So I'm wondering if there is some preconceived notion that you have that you're not able to do what they're doing. So what is causing the resistance here? Because I don't feel like it's you being resistant to something. I feel like you're running into resistance, like not so much obstacles, but like it's either something muddying the waters, or I don't know what it is. We need tarot. Alright. What is this resistance? What does it consist of? More wands. So it's the Two of Wands, but the thing is about this Two of Wands is that it's obviously it's directional, right? Like, but this person in the past has chosen a direction and they're eyeing a new direction, yet this old direction is wedged under their arm like a crutch. This came up in a previous reading. It's the crutch that is the resistance that you are encountering. It's the weight of an old way. that's what's getting in the way of your, whatever this new idea. So we have the Knave of Swords, and it's kind of, kind of like that, having a new idea. There's a crutch in the way, an old crutch. Ooh, so now we have the grief card here. And I'm wondering what this grieving is about. Because grief isn't always about, death of a person. It's just grief, like a loss. There are all kinds of things we can lose. It's like the like the loss of a sense of yourself, or the loss of a freedom. I almost wonder if it has something to do with the loss of a freedom because of this crutch. Like at one point in time you needed it, right? You needed that direction. You needed to go in that direction for self-preservation or just some assistance to help you get through what you're getting through, I can sense a wondering of like, how can, like at certain times, people wonder, how can life be so easy for some people and so difficult for others? I'm not taking that. That didn't feel right. Oh, that's a lot. Wow. So these came out together, the Empress and the Lover. So I am feeling a little bit of a, like, Isis energy here. But there's mother energy. And that with the Lovers, to me, this feels like allowing yourself to feel loved. It's like this Empress figure here is watching. This Empress here is watching this kind of loving interaction. And then we have the High Priestess with the Four of Swords and the Hierophant. Wow. You have both, like, two of the most spiritual cards in the deck. The Hierophant and the High Priestess. It feels as if there is something in the universe here, whether it is, like a god, a goddess, a deity of some sort, that is kind of overseeing your relationship with love. and the ways that you block yourself from it, there might be some kind of resistance with certain concepts of love. But here, the Hierophant, I actually like how the Hierophant is kind of sitting and looking in a whole other direction, because it seems like there's a lot of focus here on the loss of some kind of loving thing, right? And it's being worked on. You have assistance, but there's something else here though with this Hierophant. Oh my gosh, what are you mad about? So we have wrath here. And displacement. I don't know about displacement, but this feels like neglect. There is a part of you here that is not too happy with the fact that there is something that you're neglecting. And it's interesting that there's a vehicle in this card, because like in dream state, when you have dreams about a vehicle, especially if you're driving it, right? The vehicle is your body. So I almost wonder if there's some kind of like neglect going on with your physical self, or if it is displacement. Like having like a physical effect from an emotional response or something like that. I mean, not full-blown like psychosomatic, but it's like a physical symptom, but the root is, but it's not a physical cause. You know what I mean? It's not like you had a virus and got a cold, or it's something else. It almost seems, because this Hierophant here, it's almost like this Hierophant here is looking at something else. Something that you can actually actively resolve. Because I'm seeing like the, like the Hierophant would be the masculine version of the High Priestess. The High Priestess is allowing yourself to receive this, some kind of loving energy. And this Hierophant here is about what can you do about an affliction or a problem or something like that. There's some kind of physical manifestation. Like I am seeing this wrath as angry, like agitated, like it could be something showing up in like as inflammation of something, right? It just seems agitated. So this has been going on a while. We have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups talks about the past. It's weird. It's almost like it reminds me of, I was just thinking about this the other day. It reminds me of something that, like, when I don't know how old I was. 7? I don't know. 7 or 8. And one of my parents said something to me. I was asking for something very innocently, and basically, one of my parents made a snide comment about my appearance. And that comment, just one little sentence that happened years and years ago, it stuck with me for decades. It makes me think that might, like, something similar might be going on here. Like something struck a nerve before you were adult enough to see it for what it was. And it shows up in your body somehow. Yeah. So we have Five of Cups, which doesn't feel really good. It's similar to the grief, right? And then we have the Tower. It's like, I don't know, it's like something somehow destroyed a little part of something. Like emotionally. And it's never actually been healed. You're meant to see this for the illusion that it is. And it's also very interesting that it is like this crow is looking in the mirror, talking to its reflection. What is it seeing in the mirror? Whatever it is, it's caught up. It's caught up in that, the reflection. And it's missing the key right here. I think this key here is what unlocks. It helps unlock this resistance, because I do see with this observation that you are trying to figure something out. Like with this resistance, you can see you're trying to go in a certain direction, and it just seems so hard, and you don't understand why it's so easy for other people, or a certain person, or something. I mean, obviously we know we're not supposed to compare ourselves to others because we're all unique individuals. But I think the key here is, having a little bit of, having a little bit of love for the reflection that you see, instead of, being angry at it, instead of being angry at what you see. And it just could be just a little thing, like it could be wrinkles, or some chubby chub, or whatever. There's a long list of things that people see physically that they're not happy with, or whatever, Alright, so this is your message. I thank you so much for being here, and I will see you later. Bye.